Let's hear a shout out from.
93.1.
Okay, my name is Mr. Ruby, and this is the Digestive System. I'm joined this morning by Jared Sampson. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning.
And today I'm going to read the Digestive System, and as I read it, Jared's going to help me out reading, and he's going to answer a few questions and ask me questions as we go.
Right.
All set?
Because I'm a scientist.
Can I have a shout out from period 1 as I do the screencast?
What up, people? Yeah.
All right.
I'm so pumped for spring break.
Okay, so functions of the digestive system. You're walking through a park on a cool autumn afternoon. Birds are searching for grass for insects. A squirrel is eating an acorn. Why are animals so busy? Like you, they need food to supply their bodies with energy. Jared?
Hi.
What's your favorite animal?
Would be a Siberian tiger.
What do those eat?
Meat.
Yes, they do. They're carnivores. Very
They
good.
beat up that meat, then they eat it.
Good. Food is processed in your body in 4 stages: ingestion, digestion, absorption, and elimination. Whether it's a piece of fruit or an entire meal, all the food you eat is treated the same process in your body. As soon as food enters your mouth, or is ingested, as shown in Figure 11. What's that kid ingesting right there in Figure 11?
An apple, Mr.
Very,
Ruby.
very good, Jared. Breakdown begins. Digestion is the process that breaks down food into small molecules so it can be absorbed and moved into the blood. From the blood, food molecules are transported across the cell membrane and are used by the cell. Unused molecules pass out of your body as waste. Digestion is mechanical and chemical. Mechanical digestion takes place when food is chewed, mixed, and churned. Chemical digestion occurs when chemicals reactions occur that break down large molecules into food into smaller ones. Hi, Scott. Did you want to be on this? If not, please don't yell while we're doing this. Thank you, Scott. Yes, I am, Scott. Just made you famous. Okay.
The nerd squad over here.
So, chemical and mechanical, does that remind you of anything?
Yes. The rock cycle.
Yes, very good. Weathering of rock. You've learned a lot this year.
So much. What would I do without you, Mr. Ruby?
What did I do without you? One of my best students. Enzymes. Chemical digestion is possible only because of enzymes. An enzyme is a type of protein that speeds up the rate of chemical reaction in your body. One way,
I want an orange.
then you could ingest it and digest it.
Then put it to waste.
That's right. Very good. You're learning a lot.
I just stab myself.
One way enzymes speed up the reaction is by reducing the amount of energy necessary for a chemical reaction to begin. If enzymes are able to help...
You have a very nice tie, Mr. Ruby, today.
Thank you, Olivia.
You're welcome.
Jared, stop farting.
Some might not even happen at all, as shown in Figure 12. Enzymes work without being changed or used up. Enzymes in digestion.
Yeah.
Many enzymes help you digest carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Amylase is an enzyme that produces a gland near the mouth. The enzyme helps speed up the breakdown of complex carbohydrates, such as starch, into simpler carbohydrates.
Can we run up the stairs for this thing?
Yep. Sugars. In your stomach, the enzyme pepsin aids the chemical reaction that breaks down complex proteins into less complex proteins. In your small intestines, a number of other enzymes continue to speed up the breakdown of proteins into amino acids. The pancreas is an organ on the backside of your stomach. Oh, that's what that is. Releases several enzymes through a tube in the small intestine. Some of these enzymes continue to aid the process of starch breakdown and started in the mouth. The resulting sugars are turned into glucose and are used by your body's cells. Different enzymes from the pancreas are involved in breaking down fats into fatty acids. Others help in the reaction of breakdown proteins. Other enzyme actions. Enzyme-aided reactions are not limited to the digestive process. Enzymes also help speed up chemical reactions responsible for building your body. They are involved in energy production activities of your muscles and nerve cells. We're going to do the nervous system next. Do you know that?
Yeah.
This is pretty interesting. Enzymes also aid in the blood clotting process. Without enzymes, the chemical reaction of your body would not happen. In fact, you would not exist. Scary, huh? You need those enzymes. Here we go. Fun stuff.
Yay.
Can you read that title for me?
Organs of the digestive system.
Very good. Your digestive system has two parts, the digestive tract and accessory organs. The major organs of your digestive tract are your mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. How about these two, Jared?
Rectum and anus.
Are shown in Figure 13. Food passes through all these organs. The tongue, teeth, salivary glands, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, as shown in Figure 13, are all accessory organs. Although food doesn't pass through them, they are important in mechanical and chemical digestion. Your liver, gallbladder, and pancreas produce or store enzymes and chemicals that break down food and pass through the digestive tract. So food starts in the mouth, starts the digestive system. Where would the end of the digestive system be?
Right there in the anus, Mr. Ruby.
Very good, Jared. The mouth. Mechanical and chemical digestion begin in your mouth. Mechanical digestion happens when you chew your food with your teeth and mix it with your tongue. Chemical digestion begins with the addition of watery substance called saliva. We know the spit, right? As you chew, your tongue moves food around and mixes it with saliva. Saliva is produced by 3 sets of glands near your mouth, as shown in Figure 14. Although saliva is mostly water, it also contains mucus and an enzyme that aids in the breakdown of starch into sugar. Food mixed with saliva becomes a soft mass and is moved to the back of your mouth by your tongue. It is swallowed and passes into your esophagus. Now ingestion is complete, but the process of digestion continues. Boom, boom, boom.
Green giant.
The esophagus. Food moving into the esophagus passes over the epiglottis. I like saying that word, epiglottis. This structure automatically covers the opening of the windpipe to prevent food from entering it. Otherwise, you could choke. Ever had something go down the wrong pipe? Start choking?
Jesse has.
Sure. Eating too fast, goes down the wrong pipe, especially drinking water.
Yeah, when something's just too big and goes down the wrong tube, you can die.
Yeah, you could choke. Your esophagus is a muscular tube about 25 centimeters long. It takes about 4 seconds to 10 seconds for food to move down the esophagus to the stomach. No digestion takes place in the esophagus. Mucus glands on the walls of the esophagus keep the food moist. Smooth muscles in the walls move food downward with squeezing action. These waves of muscle contractions are called peristalsis. Move food through the entire digestive tract. So you don't have to think about that food moving, it just moves on its own. Once you've chewed and you swallowed, then the rest of it just takes care of itself.
Jesse knows a lot about this.
Jesse is a good student.
As he's swallowing as we speak.
Yes, he's enjoying a snack. The stomach. The stomach, shown in Figure 15, is a muscular bag. When empty, it is somewhat sausage-shaped with folds on the inside. As food enters from the esophagus, the stomach expands and the folds smooth out.
Ooh.
Mechanical and chemical digestion take place in the stomach. Mechanically, food is mixed in the stomach by peristalsis. That's those muscles moving things around. Chemically, food is mixed with enzymes in strong digestive solutions, such as hydrochloric acid, to help break it down. Specialized cells in the wall of the stomach release about 2 liters of hydrochloric acid each day. The acid works with the enzyme pepsin to digest proteins. Hydrochloric acid has another important purpose. It destroys bacteria that are present in food. The stomach also produces mucus, which makes food more slippery and protects the stomach from strong digestive solution. Food moves through your stomach in 2 to 4 hours and is changed to a thin, watery liquid called chyme. Little by little, chyme moves out of your stomach and into your small intestine. Quite a journey, aren't we?
Mhm.
And here's some nice pictures of the stomach, esophagus. Then we have that duodenum. So it goes to the duodenum and it's heading towards the small intestine. Boom, boom, boom.
Yay.
The small intestine. Your small intestine is small in diameter but measures 4 to 7 meters in length. The chyme leaves your stomach and enters the first part of your small intestine called the duodenum. Can you say duodenum?
Duodenum.
Very good. Most digestion takes place in your duodenum. Here, a greenish fluid from the liver called bile is added. The acid from the stomach makes large fat particles float to the top of the liquid. Bile breaks down the large fat particles, and similar way to detergent breaks up grease. Oh, that's interesting. So we got some grease and put some soap into it and watch it bust up. That'd be like digestion. Cool. Chemical digestion of carbohydrates and proteins and fats occur when digestion solutions from the pancreas is mixed. This solution contains bicarbonate ions and enzymes. The bicarbonate ions help neutralize the stomach acid that is mixed with chyme.
Dude, there's something alive in here.
Your pancreas also makes insulin, a hormone that allows glucose to pass from the bloodstream into your cells. Insulin is very important.
Look, I found something alive in here.
Excellent. Absorption of food takes place in the small intestines. Look at the wall of the small intestines in figure 16. The wall is not smooth like the inside of a garden hose, but has many ridges and folds. These folds are covered by finger-like projections
Can we
called
help you?
villi. We have some friends here listening, don't we, Jared?
Right.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The wall is not smooth like the inside of a garden hose, but there are many ridges and folds. These folds are covered with finger-like projections called villi, which increase the surface area of small intestines.
Oh.
And have more to be absorbed. Peristalsis continues to move the mixed chyme. The villi move and are bathed in the soupy liquid, the molecules, the nutrients, into the blood vessels of the villi. From here, the blood transports the nutrients to the cells of your body. Peristalsis continues to force the remaining unabsorbed material slowly into the large intestine.
Awesome.
The large intestine. When the chyme enters the large intestine, it is still thin, watery mixture. The main job of the large intestine is to absorb water from the undigested mass. This keeps the large amounts of water in your body and helps maintain homeostasis. That's so it's equal. So you have the same amount of water and salt. Peristalsis usually slows down the large intestine. The chyme might stay there for as long as 3 days. That's sitting in your intestine.
Awesome.
After the excess water is absorbed, the remaining undigested material becomes more solid. Muscles in the rectum, which are the last section of the large intestine, and the anus control the release of solid, semi-solid waste from the body in the form of feces.
Doo-doo.
Exactly. Why are bacteria important? We're in the last part. Can you imagine this? We made it almost to the end with just a few interruptions. Bacteria are important. Do you want to read the first sentence?
Sure. Many types of bacteria live in our body. Bacteria live in many of the organs, your digestive tract, including your mouth and large intestine. Some of these bacteria live in a relationship that is beneficial to the bacteria and to your body. The bacteria in your large intestine feed on undigested material like cellulose. In turn, bacteria make vitamins you need, vitamin K, and 2 B vitamins. Vitamin K is needed for blood clotting. The 2 B vitamins, niacin
Thymine.
and thymine, are important for your nervous system and for other body functions. Bacteria action also converts bile pigments into new compounds. The breakdown of intestinal materials by bacteria produces gas.
which sometimes we know as what?
Fart.
Exactly. All right, so Jared, this has been Mr. Ruby, and joined by.
Jared Sampson.
Excellent. Thank you much, Jared. And see you on YouTube.
See you.